Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of my Norwich City career mode on FIFA 21. I've waited a while to do this because of obviously being busy with work, as I've previously mentioned in other videos. Now we're finally going to get started. We're going to get right into it in the new year. And yeah, so hopefully for any of you who watch my FIFA 20 series with Norwich, this is going to be a lot more fun because this one we're going to be starting off in the Championship. We'll start off by taking a look at the team, what we have. This is pretty much the best team I could put out, with the exception of maybe one or two players. A couple of changes from what we've seen in real life. Yeah, there'll be a couple of changes here and there. I'll show you actually. I'll show you what I'm doing with regards to positioning in training. So Sam Byram, I'm training as a right back. That's where he should be. I'm bringing in another left back in this video, which you'll see later on. You'll see who I'm planning on signing. Jacob Sorensen, I'm training at centre back. I think he'll be a lot better there. And then I'm also going to be signing another centre-back. Pepe Paqueta is being put on the right. I'm just going to call him Pepe because that's what the players call him. So I'm going to call him Pepe throughout this. I've got 7 players being on my shortlist. So I've got 7 players on my shortlist. Obviously, I'm not going to show you who they are now. But when you see me sign them later on, you will be hopefully very impressed with the 6 of the 7 that I'll be signing in this episode. I have also got 2 players on the transfer list, and I've got Aston Oxford available for loan. Yeah, in terms of objectives, within 2 seasons, have 1 player from the youth academy signed in the first team, play at least 50% of games in the next season. I might do that, but I might not. I might just not bother with it. I've got to replace 3 players from the team. That's my brand exposure objective. Reduce player wages by $13.5 grand a week. That one, yeah, I can do that. With the players that I'm getting rid of, yeah, I can probably do that. And then we've got to win the league title. Also, within 2 seasons, increase club worth by 25%. That can be done easily. And we've also got to reach the round of 16 stage in the FA Cup. We should be able to do that. But we will be using cups to play some of our players on the edge of the squad. I think I've covered everything. I have a transfer budget of 19.1 million with 58 grand on the wage budget. I will be spending some of that, but not all. I think I probably will end up with about 14-15 million left after all the transfers. In the meantime, I suppose training it is, which I will come back to you when there's anything. But I won't be showing you guys any of the training. We go. So we've had some replies from some players. We've got Josip Dermich saying, "I'm glad you've decided to put me up for sale." He didn't have a great season last season, but I've decided to put him up for a transfer list, obviously because in real life we're about to sell him. So I'm going to say I'm glad we agree. Aston Oxford says, "Thanks, boss. I think a loan move might just be what I need at this point in my career." I'm just going to say glad we agree. And then Grant Hanley says, "Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Norwich City. The future is exciting. It is because we're keeping Emi Buendia and Max Aarons. Let's just accept that. Moritz Leitner, you can go to Sheffield United." We now have to face Stuttgart. So I will be simulating this one. But my team for this one, as you can see, is going to be Krul in goal, Aarons, Hanley, Gibson, Quintia, Skip, and Rupp. Which, by the way, I didn't actually show you what my actual tactic is. Basically, Skip is going to be playing defensive midfield with Rupp in central midfield as normal. Then we've got an attacking midfielder. We've got Cantwell and Buendia, wingers, but central wingers kind of thing. They both come inside, and obviously Stiepermann is in behind Teemu Pukki. Obviously Stuttgart are a decent side, so let's quick sim and hope we win. 2-2, I'll take that, and they missed a penalty as well, so Buendia scored and Teemu Pukki scored. I'll take a 2-2. I think they're probably the toughest team in our group. Moritz Leitner has officially been sold for £2.4 million, 1.7 million added to the transfer budget. We will take that. So we're now up against Hellas Verona. Yeah, I've switched my team around a little bit as well. So we're going with McGovern in goal in this one, Byram at right back, Hanley, Zimmerman, and Sorensen's playing left back whilst we're waiting for the scout report on the left back to come back. It's Teti, McLean, Paqueta, Dowell, Hernandez, and then Jordan Hugill. If we had our first team out, I definitely fancy us to win this one. So let's just quick sim, and we probably lost another 2-2 draw. We'll take that. I will be playing the third match. 6 signings completed. They will be coming in straight away. I'll be actually playing them in the next match. We will start off with the goalkeeper. We're going to start at the back and work our way forward. So, the new goalkeeper is Tirick Pence. We've signed him from Austria Vienna. He is 23 years old. He's the long-term replacement for Tim Krul. Obviously, Tim Krul is 34, I believe, or 33. He's getting there, and he's not going to develop as quickly now. So Tirick Pence will come in, and hopefully within 2 or 3 seasons will be as good as Tim Krul. He will be playing in the cup games, so we will be loaning out Aston Oxborough, obviously, and we will be probably selling Michael McGovern just to make room for Tirick Pence. We signed him for £2.5 million. He's 70 rated at 23 years old. He's on £6,000 a week wages. It turns out the reduced wages by £13,500 is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought, looking at the wages that players wanted to sign for me. Next up, we have Tom Mcintyre, worth 1.2 million. We managed to get him for 1.4 million. 65 rated. Obviously everybody knows about him now. He's having an amazing season at Reading. He will be coming in as my 5th choice centre back though. He will be playing in the cup games though, obviously, as I've already said. Spent 1.4 million on him. He is the long-term replacement for all of our centre backs. Our centre backs, as you will probably be aware, they're getting on. I think they're all I think the youngest is 27 and oldest is 29 of our 3 centre backs. So that's why I've put Sorensen at centre back. McIntyre's come in. If we don't happen to get promotion for whatever reason and I stay at the club, then next season McIntyre and Sorensen will be my first choice centre backs. Left back next, we have signed from Crystal Palace. We've signed Tirick Mitchell. £8,000 a week wages. I think he's the highest paid new signing. We spent 2.1 million on him though, but he's worth 1.9. So he's slightly overpaid, but for a backup left back, he will be coming in behind Xavi Quintilla, who I'll probably look to sign again in the summer if we get promoted. Tirick Mitchell will be coming in, just to take up that backup left back spot. 4-year contract, 67 rated. Can't complain too much at that deal. It's a pretty good deal. Next signing is one for way into the future. He's not good enough to be playing in the first team in the league yet. Tobias Rashford. Obviously, anybody who's watched, I did half a season for some reason of FIFA 21 with Borussia Dortmund, and Tobias Rashford was one of the players there. Signed him for £1 million exactly. He's now valued at 1.1 million, so can't complain at that deal. £4,000 a week wages. He will be a player for the long-term future. Obviously, with no Jacob Sorensen at central defensive mid now, we needed somebody who's going to come in, preferably for next season. So Rashford's 20 years old. He's got plenty of room to grow, and I think he will probably have a part to play next season at that defensive midfield spot. Obviously, Teti's contract's expiring, and he's getting older anyway. And Oliver Skip I probably won't be signing permanently, just to try to keep it more realistic. So Tobias Rashford is the player to come in and do that. Now the next player is, it says he's a central attacking midfield, but I've signed him for central midfield. It's Cole Bassett. He was on loan. He's on trial at Arsenal last season. Apparently the trial didn't go to plan, but 18 years old, 66 overall. I will be training him, as I said, further back. So, yeah, he will be coming in and playing a part probably this season. Definitely be playing cup games, as with all of them. £1,000 a week wages, £2.25 million spent on him. Can't complain at that deal. The central midfielders we already have at the club, Vrancic, McLean, and Rupp. By the time it gets to next season, the best they're going to be is like 74 rated. So we needed somebody who's going to come in. They're all older as well, so we needed somebody who's going to come in now, grow throughout the season, and hopefully stake a claim for first team football next season. 5-year contract though, £1,000 a week, wages. Next one is somebody who is going to be playing at central attacking midfielder. This was the first player when I was looking through players to sign. I've been looking for months at players to sign for this career mode. First player that I decided I'm absolutely getting was this guy, and it's Dominic Fitz. 21 years old, come in from Austria Vienna. Spent £3 million on him. He was the most expensive signing, but he's only on £3,500 wages, so he's probably on the lower side in terms of wages, but the most expensive signing that we made. 21 years old, 68 overall. He will be competing with Dowell and Stiepermann for that number 10 spot in behind Timu Pukki. They'll probably be on a rotation basis, but Dominic Fitz will definitely get plenty of game time. He said he wanted him to be an important first team player, so I just had to give him that. I tried to give him rotation, but yeah, he wasn't having it. So yeah, 1.7 million value, spent 3 million, so I've slightly overpaid, but at 21 years old, plenty of room for growth. And that is the new signings. There's one more still to make, but it says he's only just joined, but he's available for loan at the end of the transfer window. So in episode 3, I will be signing him. Here we go. We've had a transfer offer for Josip Drmic. 1.65 million from Red Bull Salzburg. We will accept that. He's not part of our first team plans this season. So I want to know, what do you guys want me to do in the attacking midfield spot? Do we keep Marco Stiepermann, or do we sell him? I'm going to just reject any offers for him for now. If you guys say that you want me to sell him and just focus on having Dowell and Fitz as my attacking midfielders, much younger players, then I can always sell him. Same with Michael McGovern as well. Just let me know what you guys want me to do with McGovern. I'm more than happy to have 3 goalkeepers. I'm more than happy to have 3 attacking midfielders, but if not, I can always sell them just to make money, really. First match, let's go. So here we go. This is the European International Cup, final game of the group stage.
Enjoy the game.
First game I'm going to be playing on my channel on Next Gen. First video altogether on Next Gen, actually. So here we go. The team that we're going to start with is Patrick Pence in goal, new signing. Max Aarons, Jacob Sorensen, new signing Tom Mcintyre, and new signing Tirick Mitchell across the back line. Then we've got Tobias Rashford and Cole Bassett in central midfield. Obviously it does say central attacking mid, but I'm playing him at central mid. Emi Buendia, Todd Cantwell on the wings. They will be coming further inside though. And Dominic Fitz and Adam Ida in the central area. Yeah, I think obviously Jacob Sorensen is also the captain. Could be a good side, a good young side, but we'll see how we get on in this one. Cole Bassett, Dominic Fitz. Oh. Good attempt of a pass there. We've put some pressure on high up, but apparently that leads to a foul. Of course, it's Emi Buendia committing the first foul of the series. Oh, Max Aarons has been caught out there. Davidson's in. Jacob Sorensen not doing too well there. Good save by Patrick Pence. I am playing a very weakened side here, so expect me to not do too well, but Max Aarons is in and behind here. That's Emi Buendia. I thought that was Dominic Fitz. Emi Buendia with the first goal. It was always going to be him. I don't know what he was doing all the way over on the left-hand side of the box, but we will take it. Brilliant volley from 6 yards out, but he still had to connect with the volley. Look at that. As soon as the ball gets over to the right-hand side, Emi Buendia drifts over to the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. And that was easy. I'll be honest, I thought that could have been offside as well. But there we go, 1-0. Let's hope for more of the same from him throughout the series. Sorensen does well, but kind of does well. Oh, well, Fitz. Pence even with the save again. Here's Tobias Rashford. Dominic Fitz plays it through to Adam Ida. Good save. I love the name of their goalkeeper, you fuck. Let's have an Emi Buendia corner in. Let's see if we can do any better in this. Decent ball in, but headed away. Oh, he kept the ball going though. And Sorensen's never going to score that. And we're doing the Mexican wave around the ground apparently. We don't see any Norwich fans there though. Looks like that's all Lanyaspor fans. Norwich fans are all here. That is an amazing feature. Let's see. There we go. We can see the Norwich fans doing the Mexican wave. That is amazing. Apparently the game is very boring. That's usually what happens when games start getting boring. I remember going to Wembley many times and doing that when the games started getting boring. And here comes Soropus. Good tackle by Tom Mcintyre. How has that been allowed to happen? We made the tackle and then nobody seemed to follow up and they just get the ball in. There's no use in making the first tackle if you can't manage to keep control of the ball. And Lanyaspor have the equaliser. And it's a goal that we really like. That was a good tackle by Tom Mcintyre. Sorensen, I think it was, got caught out. And Tirick Mitchell was just way out of position there. Ball over the top, and is his name Efrican? I think is that his name? Yep, Efrican Karaka has an equaliser, 1-1. And there we go, 1-1 at half time. Should have been 1-0, but terrible defending. I suppose that's kind of expected when you look at the overall of the back line. I don't think I can hear the fans doing a Mexican wave again. Ufuk has kicked the ball out. We're going to make some changes. So we're bringing on Rupp, Skip, Paqueta, and we're going to bring on Teemu Pukki as well. 5 changes made, I believe. Lucas Rupp. Dominic Fitz. Oh, good attempt there. Oh, here we go. Oliver Skip. Lucas Rupp, that's a terrible pass. We've already managed to create a chance since the changes, so hopefully that's good things coming. Lucas Rupp to Teemu Pukki. Dominic Fitz finds Teemu. Oh, he should be scoring that. Teemu Pukki to Dominic Fitz. I can see the run of Teemu Pukki. Can't quite manage to get to him in a good place, but it's back to Dominic Fitz again. There we go, 2-1. Why are our fans not celebrating? We're 2-1 up, but sure. Dominic Fitz on his debut may have just scored the winner that will see us into the semi-finals of the European International Cup. Good little bit of play here. Teemu Pukki, as soon as I saw Dominic Fitz making the run, I knew that he would be in a much better position to score. And there we have it. Dominic Fitz. Hopefully he can do more of that this season. And hopefully he can get more assists as well. And there's me celebrating what looks like being the winner. And now we will make some changes and we will bring on Ben Gibson for Tom Mcintyre. Yes, Rupp. And Teemu. Lucas Rupp finds Dominic Fitz in behind. Is he going to make it 3-1? Yes, he is. It's now 2 goals for Dominic Fitz on his debut. Great run in behind. That's exactly why I signed him. It's a shame that he doesn't have a real player face like the rest of the Norwich team, but in fact, I don't think any of the new signings do. But Dominic Fitz will be a huge, huge player for us this season. Hopefully. Along with Kieran Dowell. That attacking midfield spot is just going to be incredible. And that is 2 goals in the European International Cup. There we go. Jacob Sorensen gets the ball away. Dominic Fitz looks for Teemu. He's surely going to go 4-1 here. It is. There we go. 4-1 in our first match that we've played in this series. I am happy with that. That was a great way to find loads of space for Teemu. And I kind of thought I went a bit too far wide here. But we ended up 4-1 up. Teemu Pukki just doesn't miss them. That's just his speciality, really. One-on-one with the keeper, you usually find that Teemu Pukki will get the better of the keeper. There we go. It's amazing how much better we were once we made them changes. And that's what I mean when I say that the players that I signed are not going to be players that come straight into the first team, with the exception of maybe Dominic Fitz. And Patrick Pence will obviously be pushing Tim Krul by the end of the season. But with the exception of Dominic Fitz, I don't think any of them players are going to be first team players. They'll be players that will come in next season probably, or by the end of this season they'll be about first team ready. So we have some position changes available. We start off with Pepe Paqueta. He can now play as a right mid. Next up, Jacob Sorensen can finally be played as a centre back. And then we have Sam Byram can now officially play, or his main position is now officially right back again. So now we have Arminia Bielefeld. And this is the team we are going with. So we've got Tim Krul in goal, Byram, Hanley, Zimmerman, Quintia, Teti Vrancic, Paqueta, Dowell, Hernandez, Hugo. So none of the new signings are in for this match. I decided that we would go with pretty much the team in real life. And we actually have Quintia at left back again. So quick sim this one, hopefully get to the final, and then I'll play the final. There we go, 5-4 win on penalty. It's the grand finale of the European International Cup. Hopefully we can get the win. Yeah, we're against Stuttgart, who I'm pretty sure we played in the group. Was it Stuttgart we played? Pretty sure it was. And we drew 2-2. So hopefully we can actually beat them this time. Yeah, it would have been. Because I don't remember playing any of the other two in the group. So yeah. It was Stuttgart who we played in the group, drew 2-2 in our first game, and now we're playing them in the final of the European International Cup. Right, I'll show you the team. Krul in goal, Aaron Zimmerman, Gibson, Quintia. Skip playing holding mid with Rupp in central mid. Buendia, Dowell, Hernandez are in behind Teemu Pukki. Max into Ollie Skip. Oh, look at the space for... Wow, the space just opened up for Lucas Rupp there, and it's 1-0. And Lucas Rupp, who we signed from Germany, well, one of many players we signed from Germany, has now just scored against Stuttgart. So yeah, 1-0 up in the finale. I keep saying finale. In the final, I don't know how the space just opened up for him there. I think because Kieran Dowell ran away, the defence just opened up, and Lucas Rupp, who in real life he just cannot score. No matter how hard he tries, no matter how close he gets, he just won't score. And he puts us 1-0 up in the 6th minute. What's he going to do? Is anybody going to make the run? There we go. Xavi Quintia. Cross in. Teemu Pukki nearly gets his head onto it. It's headed away. Ollie Skip will pick it up though. Finds Max Aarons. He gets the cross in. Again, nearly for Teemu Pukki, but the defender clears it. And this time, the ball won't come back to them. Or won't come back to me. And in fact, they have just got in behind. Luckily, Festa is very slow. And Gonzalez scores. I kind of thought that was offside, but apparently not. And yeah, Stuttgart equalised. All of a sudden, from us putting 2 decent crosses in, them heading it away, and now it's 1-1. Some good pass and play from them there. Nothing. I'm not up to that level defensively yet to be able to do anything about that one. And Dell finds Onel Hernandez, and it's going to be a corner. Mavropanos with the block. Kieran Dell's corner in is just awful. Right, Ollie Skip goes for goal from distance. Koval makes the save. It's going to be half time here. Max Aarons. Oh, I thought maybe the referee might have been kind to me there, but no. There we go. Xavi Quintia. Oh. Tim Krul goes long. Finds Kieran Dowell. Lucas Rupp can find Onel Hernandez. He's going to square it for Teemu Pukki. Surely, there we go. And Teemu Pukki makes it 2-1. And we have our lead restored. Counter-attack works. Counter-attacking football just works on this game. You can't defend against it, but you can certainly score from it. And yeah, if anything, it's probably a bit overpowered. But we've done it. 2-1 up here. All of a sudden, we went from being under pressure in defensively to right down the other end. Onel Hernandez was in behind, squared it to Teemu Pukki, and it's now 2-1. I was going to make some changes, but it's not time for changes yet. Let's make some changes. Right, so on comes Jordan Hugill, on comes Dominic Fitz, on comes Mario Vrancic, on comes... Oh, no, not right. On comes Alex Tettey, that should be. On comes Paqueta for Hernandez, and then let's bring on Byram... Who for? Byram for Aaron, since he is now going to be a right back. Here we go. Counter-attacking football now. Right. Hugill get in the box. Yes, here we go. Jordan Hugill. Oh, what a goal. That's how you win a final. Granted, it's only a pre-season final. But what a finish from Jordan Hugill. I might just have to have that be my tactic from now on. Bring on Paqueta, bring on Hugill for the last 20 minutes. As soon as Paqueta picked up the ball, I was like, just run down to the other end. That ball, and then look at that overhead kick. Oh, we'll say acrobatics. I think it would count as an overhead kick, kind of. But man, what a finish that is. And that is how you wrap that one up. And that is going to be the trophy coming back to Norwich. I've played 2 games and I've already won something. And it's Nicolas Gonzalez. Christopherson gets the ball easily there. Oh, here's Mario. Can we seal it and make it 4-1? Yes, we can. 4-1 win in the final. We will take that. So, we've played 2 games, won 4-1 and 4-1. Well, as of right now, it's 4-1. Even Mario Vrancic is getting in on the scoring here. Too easy for him. I suppose that's what happens when one team chases the game, the other one just leaves so much space in. And there we go. 4-1 winners, trophy winners. Already started off excellently. Ruck, Pukki, Hugill and Vrancic, 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers. Fenerbahce have expressed an interest in signing Teemu Pukki for £7.2 million. To that I say, no. So, if anything happens between now and Stoke, I will let you guys know. Right, transfer offer has come in for Mario Vrancic. We will probably reject that one for now. Maybe in January. So here we go. We can now officially change Cole Bassett to a central midfielder. Kenny McLean's 28. Mario Vrancic is 31. Lucas Rupp 29. So we now at least have a 19-year-old in there who's going to grow this season. He will be playing in cup matches. Same with all the other players that are signed. There we go. £14 million available. As I said, I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new or if you haven't already. There's plenty more of this to come. 2021, I will be posting a lot more videos. And in the meantime, until the next video, I will see you then.